Hello guys, how are you doing today? Are you doing good? I was gonna sew in the signatures to this one, but instead we're gonna go over different places where you can find inspiration. Because sometimes when you sit and craft and you keep doing the same type of craft a long time, you might get really it feels like, oh, I've done this so many, you lose inspiration. You lose the wee, this is so much fun. Oh, I can do that. You lose the kind of creative spark, if you will. So I actually got for Christmas these books. And yes, I know they are for like kids and teenagers, but I love them. I've been wanting this one for a long time, and I got all of these for Christmas, and I was so excited. But it also is a really great. You can find these in different languages. These are in Swedish, since I'm Swedish, but you can find them in different languages. But the language doesn't really matter. It's the ideas of what you can do that matters. And I think one of the reasons why I love Mrs. Cog's, is it Mrs. Cog? Yeah, it's Mrs. Cog, not Mrs. Cogs, I think. Link in the description. Why I like her book so much is because she does kind of this thing where she has the same theme throughout the entire journal, and she's very well read up on it, especially her Shakespearean, like those journals are fantastic. I fell in love with them like crazy years ago. But she's very, she has a very big theme, and she has a lot of fun pockets and stuff. But let's go through this and see what inspiration we can find in this. So this first one is about vampires, and we open it up, and first look, it's very scrapbooky. It's a very scrapbook. Why are we flickering? Stop flickering. There we go. So first we have this, and here's a flip out that is, let's see if I can, I'm gonna move stuff around. There, now we can kind of see it anyway. Sorry. So first we have like the regular flip up and flip up, but they are glued slightly differently. So as you can see here in the corner, it has a fold here. So it folds up this way, like that. And not just along one side like we normally do. This is just kind of a slanted triangle like that. And then we have this one. I don't know how well you can see that. There's a line there. So that's the corner. And you flip it up like that. And we have little letters. Excuse me. I'm a bit raspy today. This one is like the more normal junk journal-y way where we have glued one side and we can flip out and we can read. I'm going to zoom back out again. Zoomy, zoomy, zoom. Zoom, zoom. I still have too much stuff on my desk. That never happens. But I love the mixture here with photo here, and we have like the image. So kind of mix and match, but they're still very matchy. It looks good. This fold out looks really good. Let me change it. That looks better to me. We're still a bit too, I got too much stuff over there. Anyway, so I love the mixture of things. And if you think about this in a junk journal way, so for this, for example, you can have a letter or something and then flip and leave a blank on this side, because then you can still write here. You can still leave space to do other things. And the same with these. You can have a card that you, what's it called? Not engraved, the scored, the corner, so it's easy to flip open, and then leave it blank so you can write on the back side. So it will still be a very, I'm moving you around. Yes, I think you know that. I think you see that. So you can take all the ideas and kind of make them more junk journal-y, kind of, sort of. And here again, we have a fun fold up. So it has a score line there. So it's just the side, but the fold is very interesting. So you can see the next part here. So it's a wonky fold. It's not straight fold, so you can see this part here, so you know something is folded, so you know to pull, and you can see some parts here, and I really like that look. This is gonna drive me stuff in the way. So can I zoom in a bit on that, maybe? Yeah, there, without falling. We're kind of falling off the edge here. Come this way. Come to me. Come see. Here we go. So I still like, you can see all the folds, and you can see how wonky it is. But you can fit quite a lot of stuff in here with the wonky fold, and you can still see, without putting any tabs on, that it is something pullable on the inside. So you have the same here. So the folds are not straight. And I think that leaves a really good function and something you can use for your junk journal. Moving you in. You may notice my voice is a bit raspy, so I'm having some tea. It's because we had such dry weather. It's been really, really, really cold. We had -30 the whole year, basically, until today. But having really cold temperatures makes it very dry inside. Now here we have, again, we love the ripped edges. These are more controlled rip because this is a printed book. But you can see there, and it's glued in slanted. It's not glued in straight, it's glued in slanted, and it gives it so much more interest. Even though it's glued in a straight line, kind of like we do, it's still slanted on the page, and it gives a lot more interest to it. So don't forget to be wonky. And it makes me happy. It makes me so happy. This box, seriously. So here we have another thing. Here's a cutout little flip out thing. And it's supposed to be a shard from the Angel's Sword. This is a really fun book. And we have some textures on the back. I don't know how well you can see that. There's some texture here. But again, playing with different materials and leaving see-through like that. So maybe if you have a piece of... Oh, I have an idea. So if you have like a punch thingy, so these leftovers after you punched out things, now I had cats on these, but it could be anything. If you glue them in and kind of have that as a flip up, maybe put a bit of fabric here or something to make it a flip out. So that's the idea I got from that. And also different materials. I mean, I can go in here with some stickers around the edges, some gold pen, some silver pen, maybe do some foiling, you know, do that. Also, I really like the framing of every, I don't know if it's every page, but this page especially, I really like the framing of this. So you can go in with stamps or doodling and just frame your page. Use a ruler maybe to get some nice lines if you want to. Or just do some type of, you know, framing. Here we have a flip up and we have a flip out like that. And again, very junk journaly style to it. I mean, scrapbooking, junk journaling, they're pretty much the same relatives, you know. Here again, it's glued in slanted and it's a flip up. It's a double flip up. So you don't have to do just one, you can do two. So there's a lot of inspiration in these. And these are not only flip ups, but this is too. And with this I know a lot of us do. We do the folding the pages instead of hang on. The air gets super dry when it's been cold. So my voice and everything isn't quite working. So it says the spread of the curse 1660 and how the vampire curse spread. But then some facts, you know. But I like this. This triggers my imagination so much. And we're not just talking about like the facts that are in here. I love mockumentaries. I love that type of stuff because it triggers my imagination, triggers my creativity. It just makes me happy. It makes me happy. Now here, this one has, you see that ripped edge. I know this is annoying, but I don't know. this is not ripped for real, but you know, it's supposed to be. So maybe go in and, oh yeah, this one has, it's folded, but that part is glued in under this, so you can't really see the fold. So you have the full page kind of looking, but it is folded in under and it's glued under this, so you can't really see the other side of it. And again, they are slanted, they are tilting a bit on the page, and I think that gives a lot of interest. Now here we have the framing here, and then we have the framing on this too. Again, interesting ideas. The framing around the images that we put in. And here again is pretended to be ripped. And let's zoom in so you can see that a little better. So it's pretended to be ripped there and there. And again, it's sticking in under the part of this that is glued down. So you can't really see any of it there, but it is under here. So I like that. That's a good idea. Here we have another little flip out. No, you can't see. Hang on. There we are. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to see the whole page. Yay. Here also mixing materials. Now these are supposed to be the vampire that are shapeshifters. So this is part of a shedded dragon skin, but for the book. But you know, just adding a bit of extra different material in a punch out. So let's say you have, where are all the scraps when you need them? So you have a piece of paper, you do some type of punch out. I don't know where my circle punches are. There are in a box. The box is missing, and I don't want to spend a lot of time looking for them. So you cut out this. Okay, now I just took a piece of lace and a scrap piece of paper, and you just punch a little circle or something. Now I have the butterfly, and you can glue it down to your page like that, just for a little decoration. Or you can fold it up, glue it all together, so you have a thicker piece of paper with this inlay here, and voila, you have a pocket. You have a nice little pocket. You can put stuff behind here. Now I wouldn't put stuff in here because it's gonna get stuck to whatever you put in here, whatever fabric or you know, whatever you put in there. But that's the idea I get from looking at that. So don't be afraid to look at stuff you have around you and find inspiration. Maybe your parents have an old photo album or something, you know, that could give you some inspiration for what you do with your junk journal. Here we have these, and again they have showing you. Here, I don't know how well you can see that, but they have a line there. See that? And it's flip openable. I don't know, but I'm trying to figure out. Oh, so these are double papers, and this is glued in between this little thing here. So this is one paper, this is one paper. They're glued together with this little tab in between. And that's also a good. Oh, yeah, that was nice. The dry air makes all the dust mites fly around, and goodness knows I have dust in here. I need to clean my entire house, top to bottom. So let me zoom back out again so you can see the entire thing again and all my mess around it. Here they glued in a ticket, and again, not a straight line, and it's this type of thing. So it's kind of pretended to be removed, little piece there. So you have the fake jagged edges, and you can do those to yourself too. Just go in with your scissor and wiggle it, and you have some fake rippage. It's actually ration cards, so you kind of. This one is for sugar. You fold it in. Now, when you do this, remember to make this shorter. I saw someone. Oh, it's been a while. I haven't watched crafting videos in a bit. but I saw someone make one of these and they made it pretty much the same length, but that will make it trickier to fold it down and make it lay flat. So make sure you make them slightly shorter. They will lie flat more easily. And here we have another one of these, but this one is a straight line. You can, we are so far away. We are so far. There we are. Straight line here, like that. And this is glued in under. And I mean, these framing you can easily doodle. So I'm thinking when we go forward with these envelope journals that I'm going to use some ideas that I get from these books, and I'm going to implement them for these, because I made quite a few of those now off camera. Here again, they've used a different material. So this is just, this you can make from like in chocolate boxes. You can get this shiny material. This is just cardstock, and I don't remember how you open them, but I know I have opened them. It's this way. So it's in here. Let me fiddle. There we go. So it has this kind of little tab thingy that is pushed in here, because all these pages are double. I don't know how well you can see that, but these are double. So there's a lot of in-between stuff going on. So this is supposed to be a locket. This hair lock, and it's supposed to be from a hair lock from a vampire. And it's just a piece of metal thread. It's very pretty. But that's a fun idea that you can use. You don't have to put like this tricky. This is a bad solution because it's hard to get in and out without breaking it. And it's tricky to get it in and out. And it's very fiddly. I used now a coffee stir stick, you know, stuff like that. But you can have another closure. So maybe have a little magnet or some Velcro, or, you know, you can have a little belly band kind of that you put this tab in under, instead of having this solution. But having something from a different, I mean, a lot of us are part magpies and shiny, you know, and you can put them through your embossing folders and stuff like that, or you can emboss it by just using the back of a pen if you have some metal foiling, and glue some cardstock on the other side if you don't have a thick one that you can run through the machine. And put something fun in there, and you can close it up. So that's another little idea that I'm getting from. And we have another flip out, and again framed image. This one again is, why did I zoom? Now you see my entire mess here. You don't need to do that. You can also see that I'm standing with my one leg up here on the bench next to me. So that, there we go. Here we go. So up here in the corner again, it's glued in, kind of slant. Now you can see the line there, and it's glued in on kind of wonky, as you can see, and it's just glued into the corner. And again, we have the double paper here, and this flip out is glued in between. And I really like that idea, to have double papers and one glued in between. That's so much fun. I love that. And I already have a ton of different ideas for that, and how to do it and what to do and stuff like that. Again, framing, something fun to think about. Every page has something you can do, something that you can touch. So here we have, so these are supposed to be example with beads from a necklace that can win you enough time to get to an effective weapon of destruction. The beads can be used for those who miss their own necklace. So there's something about necklace. I haven't read these books yet, so I don't know the story. I'm more like looking at the stuff and just like, oh, I can do this, I can do that. And I mean, this is basically just a shaker pocket, but it's in the page. So again, glue two pages together, but you can just put a loose shaker thing, use that as a pocket. shaker pocket. I mean, how fun would that be? Or just like a little decoration, kind of something to fiddle with on the page. Just make a little shaker thing and glue onto your page. That is so much fun. And some are printed and some are like this. You can flip it floppy. But we have different types of framing, and it's the same. Every page, excuse me. So every page has like this type of framing, so it makes it very cohesive, but also every page have a lot of new stuff. But you have different types of framing, but they have the similar color, so they kind of feels the same way. It gives the same feel to everything. And we have a flip out that way, and we have flip outs on this side. So, and again, putting stuff on an angle gives a lot more interest than doing it straight. I say as we come to a page where this is straight. And I think it's the diversity of it that really makes it more interesting. That sometimes it's straight, sometimes it's on the corner, sometimes these are, but they are the same color, so they kind of make it cohesive, even though, I mean, there's nothing other like purplish thing here, but the letterhead here is light purple. So that's another thing you can take away from this. Also, the mixture of sizes of images makes it interesting to flip through this. Even if you don't read it, it's very interesting. You know, you see the little drawings, and you have this big, it's actually a pencil sketch, kind of. And here again, oh. Now she's going to be scary, so beware of that. So she changes expression. I like that. I like that. I saw someone make that. I don't remember how they did it. I saw actually someone make that you can kind of different ways, and it shifted face. Actually, I think it was a bird that was flying, so different angle. It had the wings in a different, and I wonder if I can find that video again. That would be fun. I never tried it. So here we have, let's see, how is this? I don't remember how this was. Let me fiddle so I don't break it. Yeah, this was just a glued on pocket. I just thought, if might be in one of the other books, I thought it was folding down, but this is just a pocket that's made in, and here we have a letter that is folded. Also fun. I mean, it's not just a very straight fold. It's I mean, the lines are straight and it goes in a straight pocket, but it's not folded in the normal straight way. And it's folded so that this part is hanging out and serves as a tab for us to pull things out. So there you have it, and that's a tab. And here again, mixing material. Now this is in the cover, so it's kind of in there. It's kind of wonky made, but I mean, these are mass-produced books. I find them in secondhand shops. These I got for Christmas from my favorite secondhand site, which is Tradera. And went through one. Should we go through the others and see? They're slightly different, and let's see if we can find some more ideas. So here we go. We have the magic book. And here again, it's quite a thick cover. So they have it, the beads are not sticking out. They're flat with the surface. But as you can see, they are inserted into it. So that's something you can play with when you make a cover. If you do like double cardstock for the cover, so maybe cut through one layer and put something fun inside, like beads or something like that, because that gives it, it's very easy to put it in a bookshelf because everything is flat, but again, it's not flat and you have stuff in there. And I mean, the foiling, it's fun. Just another little idea. So here we have another type of pocket where you can flip it open, and here you have something inside. So for this one, it's a letter. And here again, they kind of cut the edges. The edges are not straight. You can see here the difference. No, maybe that way. You can see the difference. See that it's not cut straight. And that's very easy to make with just scissor and just randomly wiggle the scissor. And they have done the slight inking on the sides here. They're not the same color. They have a slight inking on the sides. Makes it a lot more interesting. And you have this little pocket with a little belly band. And this belly band is actually strengthened underneath here with a piece of extra. Can you kind of, if I'm flipping it around, you can kind of see that it's one extra little strengthening thing there. So it won't break. Okay, I've been putting this in and out so many times, and all of a sudden it's very difficult. And again, they work with the framing of every page. And again, mixture of images. They are drawn, there are some that are almost cartoonish and some that are very almost photo-like. And there are photos in them. And just a mixture. And again, every page has some... What did this page have? Oh yeah, no. There's nothing here on this page. Wow! This page, however, have the flippy floppy, and these are just printed on. Yeah, they are printed on. I have to like see that I'm not missing anything. This page, however, is kind of fun. So this is also an idea you can use. Take an image from a book, or maybe if you're good at drawing, you can draw yourself. And this one has, let's see how I'm going to show this. So in this image, there is a book that you can flip the page in. That's kind of fun. And in the image, there's an envelope that has a sketch in it, like that. And in this image, you have a punch out here that has a different image underneath. And I mean, you can use a circle punch and put a different image underneath if you want to. And same here, this is cut out with a different image, so it really looks like a window. And there was something, yeah, here. So here again, the frame is cut out and a different image behind. So you can play with images that you can find in books. Here's another one here at the corner that you can flip out like this. And it's just folded. It doesn't have a closure or anything. It's just folded. And I like that. I like that a lot. So there are, here also we have one of these with, again, a different texture in between. So this is supposed to be from a flag. Now, there is one thing with these books. They have places like this that have a little glue dot. So when you open it, when the book is new, it's very easy and it's kind of sticky. Over time, though, because these are used books, they kind of get hard and the glue gets stuck. So that's not a good closure if you want something, you know, that you can open and close like that. Just a little FYI for your information. So here again, we have like a little booklet that is glued in with a little story. And that's also so cute. So I'm thinking, what if it takes a little fairy tale or a little ghost story or something, depending on what journal you're making. Or if you're making a pet journal that I'm currently going to do. Why is this flickering all of a sudden? It wasn't flickering earlier. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so if you like have a little story about a pet, a little pet information, and make it like a 3-page, 4-page booklet and glue it in. That's so cute. I like that. I like that. And here we have another one of these with little random facts. And this one is also kind of a fun thing. So this one is have a little tab, but it's just there for, you know, it's actually supposed to be stuck with this, but a little extra precaution there. And we have this thing. And this is kind of easy to make if you have different size hole punches. So you make one big hole in the center. I actually would cut this out with like a cutter or something, because the hole punches don't really get that far in, because you only get to a certain level, so it will be very close to the edge. But so I would probably, you know, cut it out with a knife or scissor or something. But something like this you can easily make. And if you spin it up, it flips back. It's kind of cute. And to put it in a journal this way, it's kind of fun too. But this one is another one of these notch thingies that are kind of tricky. So I think a different closure to that would be smart. But I like the idea. And again, we're mixing kind of black and brown. This is more brown and beige, but we're mixing that with very colorful images. So the mixing, I really love that. Here we have another one with a little feather inside. That's supposed to be a phoenix feather. And I like that idea. I like that. But again, the closure, no. The glue dots, no. No, that's a big no-no. Here we have another information page about flower botanical. That's also a fun thing. If you're making, like I do a lot of nature journals, I can make like little pages with information about different botanical, maybe make one with, you know, dandelions and kind of what they're used for or something like that. It's a lot more work, but it's so much more fun, don't you think? Here we have one of these. Just we do make these. This one is glued here, so it is this part here is printed, the center part, and then they have glued on these two extras on the sides here. So that's also something you can do. Here we have another flip out parts that have this type. How am I gonna show you this? Yeah, like that maybe like that. So we have another flip out, and here we have some tarot cards. I think that's really fun. And I mean, you can put any type of cards, stickers, anything like that. And it's also, you can fold it out and you can write on the inside. You have all the flaps. And I think that is so pretty. I really like that. And we're coming up to the final pages here. And here again, they're taking a big picture and they inserted little fun elements. And I like this. And I mean, you can do this with your junk journal. Take a book or something and you can cut out parts and put a different image underneath. I think we're going to do that. So this is part of the image actually, but they glued on different. But you can do so many fun things with this. Especially if you can find pictures with windows or doors. So cut around the door or the window so they can flip out, and you glued something else on the back of it. So when you open the window, you have a different image. That's so much fun. So here's the story about Merlin. So you have the picture and you have the story. Again, and here again the cover. So again, it's very thick, so they have recessed the images. And here we have another fun thing. So since the cover is so thick, they have made this little divot here. Put it like that so you can see the 3D. And we have this little booklet in. So this one doesn't make the book wonky or, you know, adds bulk, yes, but not in the same way like it does in our junk journals. Oh, okay, I'll close that later. Because when we put a book in, I mean, yes, this is sticking out a bit, but if I had put something this thick in my junk journal, it would do this, but this one lies flat. Oh, lies flat. But if I put a book like that in there, a junk journal would do this. So if you have very thick double covered like these, you can easily do a little recess and put on things in it. Let's check out the next one. Here we have pirates, and we have a compass in the center. And of course they're jewels. I think all of these books have jewels. Now here's another thing I wanted to bring up to you, is to put string in the book. Let the string go through the page to the other side. Maybe glue 2 pages together, make it thicker. and put something in. Now this is glued in. You can have something loose. You can have it. I prefer, this is a nice idea to have it glued in. Then it stays in place and the strings make more sense. And then you just tie a little bow there. Now here we have a kind of a fun thing. This one is glued on straight, but it has made wonky corner. So it's supposed to look, it has score line. That's the word I'm looking for. And here we have another one, and this one is glued in wonky. And I like the contrast of the straight to the wonky, the side one. And then there's always something fun underneath too. It's not just empty. But for us with junk journals, having something underneath is, you know, we're trying to find paid space. That's the word I'm looking for. We try to find space for people to write on. This is also really fun. So I'm gonna zoom in a bit on this one. I like this part here. So you see, you have a lot of stuff sticking out, so you can immediately see that there's something to pull on here. There's something there, so you know you got to do something. And then we have this. So I like this fold. So it's folded up like that, and it's not folded straight. You let it stick out a little bit here and there, and then we fold it together and stuff is sticking out. It creates so much interest. Plus, anyone that's looking at the page immediately know, oh, there's something to do here. And this also means that you can put in a lot bigger images than just, you know, that one fits on the page. This one, you know. So, yeah, fun folding techniques is another thing too. This you have just a little flip out. And I think this was also just a flip. Yeah, that was also just a flip out. Here we have a little, kind of like a shaker again. So this is supposed to be gold for the pirates. And you can kind of push them around like this. It's kind of fun. It's like a shaker pocket, but not. And it's covered. So to make the shaker pocket, it doesn't have to be round. It doesn't have to be square. You can make it into a little bag. And just little fun idea. And we have the same, it's kind of, it's going through the page here, which I think is really fun. So this one goes through to, let's see how I can do this. Can you come my way? Come my way. There you can see it, huh? So if I push there, you can see poking through there. Yeah, so this is plastic on both sides, and just basically a plastic bag with some gold glitter in it. So I have the same on both sides. Now I would have gone a step further, and you see this drawn on string. This is not a poke out the string, but I would probably put a string so you can tie a bow around the top. I think that could be really fun. And here we have another one of these little booklets with information. Same here, we have a little booklet with information, and this one has a few more pages. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, here we have another one of these with string poking through, and you flip a floppy, and you flip a floppy, and you flip a floppy. So hang on, there we go. So here we have the letter. We fold the letter in, and it's glued in on a wonky. I love that. I love the wonky. It's glued in, slight tilt, and I love that. And again, they're cut a bit. I mean, you can cut your pages like this with scissor. You don't need to have like special tools or anything. You can just do the scissor. And this string is, now this one is glued in because the papers are double, but you can just put the string behind when you glue this in. And here we have another one of these with a little fabric thing in. And I love these ideas. I love every single idea in here. I just want to go do fun stuff. And here they glued in, what are these supposed to be? Oh, so this is so you can test, try different knots and you know, so these are just two fake leather. I think they're woven waxed strings. And here again we have the fun where it's scored on the corner, scored in the corner there, and it opens that way. So it's just the corner that is glued in, and I like that. So you can take like postcards and just score the corner and glue the corner in, which leaves a lot more space and a lot more easy access when you're writing in it. And again, it's not up in a corner, it's not the top or the bottom, it's in the center of the page. And that also gives it, when you're writing on the back, let's say you have a postcard, so when you're writing on the back, you still have the support from the book underneath, if we're making it for junk journals. That's the translation I'm doing here as I'm going through. Here again is another one that is tied together with string. And we've folded up and we have some fun things. And I mean, you can put stickers, you can put other fun things inside. You can leave it blank, you can put images. If you leave it blank, there's, you know, writing space immediately there. And they tie together with a little bow. That's another little booklet. What else? And here we have the final page that is recessed, and we have some metallic paper there and a little jewel, and we have this, and it's fold out, and you have the letters in a belly band. You have multiple letters in this one. Now this one doesn't want to come out. Why doesn't it want to come out? There we go. And this is a belly band, and it has this amazing pattern in here. Oh, and we have a pocket. We have another pocket. Oh, I haven't seen this. So we have a pocket here with a secret message. And again, part of it's folded up. It's ripped. Oh, this is the other part of the map. We had half a map on another place in the book. And it's folded. So this part is sticking out. You know, it's folded wonky and everything. It's pretend ripped. And it has a pocket, so it's hidden. So this is the only tell sign. I don't know. And then we have like regular letters here. Again, the inked edges. I mean, I love this. And then you just put it into the belly band. However, one thing that I don't like about this belly band, this is just a circle, kind of like a napkin holder, like a circle thing that they glued in. And when it has, how should I say, when it has this paper on the bottom here and it's not glued all the way to the edge, the papers kind of want to get stuck to it when you try to put them in. So doing a belly band, I would recommend gluing just out here and not doing the fold around. It looks cooler with a fold around, but it makes it trickier to put the papers in and out. So that was a pirate one. We found a lot of ideas. Yes. So I have two more. Hang on. Egyptology. So here we have the gold foiling and fun stuff and beads and colors and stuff. So I'm saving the best one for last. Yes, I'm saving the dragon one for last. So here we have a kind of a common junk journal thing with an envelope with a letter in. But I like the cutout that's made down here. So you can kind of see the letter there. So that's something you can play with. I like that part. I really... Oh, there's something here. What's here? Oh, it's a lift up. So again, a scored corner and flipped up. This one is actually in the corner. And again, it's on the slanted, tilted angle. Love that. Love that. Oh, so they cut out that part, folded it back, and that's that part that it's glued in. That's clever. That's clever. I like that. I like that. And my voice again. Hang on. Okay, so this one is kind of fun. So depending on, you know, they go across each other. And again, it's in on an angle, but it's not glued, you know, it's not a straight line glue, but it has scored line there, so you don't flip out. You see the glue part is slanted too. So it's in slanted and then a straight line and then this part is glued. That is not straight. I don't know. Sorry. How do I have another one of these fun stringy things? String. There. And this one I haven't really played with much. Oh, it's a pocket. Again, fun shape that we can play with. Yeah, you can just take a picture, fold it up, put it into a pocket, and glue some string to the page. Ta-da! 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 Nice, fun idea, and we're flickering. Why are we flickering? No, we're not flickering. I don't know. Flip outs we've seen before. This is not something new, but it's fun and it's inspirational because I see what's on it. So here inside here we have the same image going all the way, but then we glue something else on these parts, and I like that. That's a fine idea. What is oh, we have another string opening. Yeah, so here we have a cutout. I'm gonna zoom in instead. There we go. So here we have some, this is supposed to be from a mummy. It's a fake mummy, but you know, you can also do like little cutouts, make it into kind of a book-like looking thing and just glue it onto the page. And again, the string, I love that. I love that part. I'm not gonna tie everything now that I'm filming because it will take forever. It will take forever. Here again, a little booklet. Nothing new there. We have a flip out with some information. Here is another one. This is again folded fun. It has a very fun fold. Let's see if I can move this. Yeah. So you see there's a little tabby thing here, so you kind of know you need to grab it. And then we have this fold. And I like that because it doesn't take a lot of room on the page, but when you unfold it, ta-da! And again, it's not at the top, it's not at the bottom, it's kind of centered, but it is on the edge. So when you fold it out, let's say this is just a blank piece of paper that you can write on for a junk journal. So you can still write here and then just fold it up. I like that. I love that. So much fun. So much fun. You can find so much ideas. So many ideas. So many ideas. So if I remember, I'm going to put in the description box below or maybe in the comments. It's still kind of tricky when I don't have a laptop yet. I'm going to see if I can find, you know, the printer and the original title of these books. So maybe you can look for them. I know there are in different languages. So here again, they've used glue. And since these are older books and they haven't been opened that much, get stuck. So don't use the glue dots because you ruin everything. And here we have a fun pocket. Look at this. How fun is this pocket? I mean, come on, this is fun. I need to do that. And of course, a lot of fun things inside. So it's for this game here. And here we have the rules for the game. So you have the game board, you have the game pieces, and you have this. And I mean, they didn't have to put the glue dot there because you have the strings to tie it together. So this is just annoying that they've done that. And I guess the people that had this haven't opened them. So they get really stuck in there. Yeah, here we have. I thought that was something. There's always something on every page. Here we have a double flip. So we have this. No, yes, we do. So with each flip, we get a different layer, a different look of the same image. And I like that. I really like that. That's a cool idea that you can play with. Here again, it's put in on an angle. And it makes it so much more interesting to look at these pages when everything is in different angles. Some things are straight and some things are crooked and things are just... Oh, it makes it so much fun. So much fun. And just even not reading these, they're still a lot of fun. What are we doing here? Oh, we have an upside little information booklet here. Flippy uppy booklet like that. Again, when I film, I see a different size than when I upload it to YouTube. So that's one of the reasons why I keep going off screen. It's because when I upload it to YouTube, I don't know if it does this or if it does just all the way around. It kind of shrinks. So I kind of see, when I look at the screen here, I see a lot more than of the area than I do when I film, if that makes sense. So here we have the Book of the Dead. And nothing from there. Flipping over. Ooh. Here again, they punched holes in, they made little holes. They taken the front part of the envelope, made these, and that used that to glue the envelope in. How fun is that? So that leaves the flip, and you know, you can have a lot of fun stuff in here. And there's nothing here. I thought there was, there's not. But we do have that sunken in eye, and this is, I don't know how they've done that. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. And yeah, the flickering. The flickering. The winter curse for me, the flickering. So now we have the favorite left to look at. Ooh. So let's see if we can find some new ideas with our dragons. So we have the gold, the foiling, the matching foiling there with the dragon around, and we have the little gems. There are different versions of this one. I've seen different covers and so on too. Here we have this, just an envelope. That's a classic. Let's see what else, if we can find any new ideas. And again, they mixed the size, like these are square images. These are images that are kind of fussy cut images, if you will. This one doesn't really have the edges, but they have like little small markers of everything. And flip outs, nothing new. I feel like there's something here. Yeah, we have some. Wow, there we go. There we go, there we go. There we go. So here we have some dragon skin. Again, we've seen that before. With the little cutout and the little, when we did this little thing. Kind of, where you could put in just any type of fabric, or you know, just something fun, something different, some other texture. I mean, you can take a piece of paper and do some texture paste on it and glue that as a background just to put in like that, instead of this is pretend dragon scale. And I really like that. This is another one. So you have different textures, different sensory thing. And I love, you know, sensory stuff and flippy outy. I think this is part of the reason why I love junk journals, is because you can do all of these things. And it doesn't have to cost a ton. So I like this. And you can kind of flip out and read facts and see what it, this is fun idea. Fun idea. So you can like make the egg, and then you flip open and you have a picture of the bird that comes from an egg looking like that, you know. That could be a fun idea. Little thingy here too. And this is a flippy floppy thingy. A flippy floppy thingy, yes. Very technical terms, right? Highly technical terms. A little booklet. This is more facts. It doesn't have as many, you know, fun things like that. It has a lot of fun images and, for me, enjoyable things. So here again we have one of these where you can kind of, it's almost like a shaker pocket, but not exactly, because you can kind of push it around, and it's very enjoyable. And it again, it's the same way the little gold bag in the pirate one. Was it the pirate one? I think so. So it's plastic on the both sides, so it's a hole through the entire page. It's put in between, because they have two pages glued together. And here we have just a regular pocket. It's nothing too strange. There we have a regular pocket, and see what we have here. There's nothing here. That's odd. So the one that I really wanted had the least amount of stuff in it. But we do have the dragon eye, and I think that's really cool. So there we are. So that's how you can find inspiration in different books. I mean, there's a lot of these types of book. We flipped through one about Napoleon, in a previous video, I think. The reason why I keep getting so confused, I think we've done it in a video, is because I film a ton more than I upload. So that's just a little FYI. That's why I think we did it in a video. There are a lot of fact books that has this type of content where you have the pockets, you have the flip outs, and if you find one in a subject that you like, that you know are interested in, don't be ashamed to buy it. A friend of mine said, why did you want those? Because I wanted these. This one I've been hunting for a while now. I don't have a lot of money, so I searched for them secondhand, and these tend to go for a bit more than I can afford. So it took a while, and now I got them for Christmas, the whole bunch. Yay for Christmas. That was fun, and it gave me so many ideas and so much inspiration, and I'm thinking we're going to use them for ideas for all the envelope journals that we did part 1 where we put them together, and I kept making a ton more of these. So I'm thinking we're going to use these books for inspiration for decorating these, because they don't have a lot of pages, so I want every page to be very interesting. With that said, I hope you guys are having a really amazing day, and that your 2025 is going to be even more amazing that you dreamed of, or that you fantasized, or that you planned. Hope you get a really fantastic year, and I will see you in the next video on, what day is it today? Oh my goodness, Wednesday. We'll see you on Friday. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for giving me ideas. Thank you for everything. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Bye.